Hey guys, what's up? It's Sharks, and this is just a video on a few things. My topic's gonna be the way you play, and how it affects your outcome. I'm gonna be talking about mainly search and destroy. This is probably gonna be only Black Ops because I only have a Black Ops footage, but it will still apply to the same idea into Modern Warfare 3. But either way, this is for Black Ops. Anyways, from what you can see here, I am about to ninja defuse this guy, and the way I did that was because I used my knowledge of the perks and how they affect the other player, how they can't see you and stuff. For example, Ghost Pro hides you, and Ninja Pro makes you silent. I also used my motion sensor to see where he was, and the spy plane as well to see where the other guys were to keep him away. Anyways, this is a gameplay in Radiation. I believe a spoiler for you guys. I end up going 14 and 1. I'm using the Galil Silence and extended mags. I have two Tomahawks because I have Warlord Pro. Um, Now, one thing I love doing is across the map throwing knives. Now, you have to use your knowledge of where the spawn points are, so if you don't know where they are, well, you should probably look into that. An easy way is probably going into the private match and then throwing a few across the map and seeing where they land. Anyways, now, what I did is I always use suppressor because in search and destroy, knowing where the person is a big problem for, like, for example, if they know where you are, you could die pretty easily. So yeah, anyways, what I did the first round, I just ran out straight away and just shot them as soon as I could. Now, usually rushing is a bad idea, but it's good when you're planting the bomb because most of the time, they're going to the bomb site because 50% of them are going to ninja defuse, 50% of them aren't, usually, let's say. So basically, if you rush really quick, they won't have time to set up or whatever. But as well as being really careful would probably help you a lot. Now, for myself, the way I play affects the way like my outcome. For example, depending on what classes I use and etc., will depend on if I get ninja diffuses or if I go clutch or if I get across the maps, as well as riot shields and Modern Warfare 3, etc. Now, here I believe I took off a few guys, and I think this is where I die on this round. I'm not sure. But if you look over there, that was my Tomahawk that I threw across the map, so I know where the spawn points are. I just didn't hit them. Anyways, basically, the perks for ninja diffusing and that'll help you out in search a lot of the time is Ghost Pro and Ninja Pro. Hacker Pro also helps, as well as Lightweight Pro and Marathon Pro if you're going to rush. Now, the weapons, submachine guns are good. The sniper rifles are only good if you're in a big map. They're not good to go try hard with. I mean, like, you could do it, but if you're someone who isn't prone to getting a lot of kills and you're worried about dying in search and destroy, you shouldn't use that. Assault rifles are kind of pointless unless, of course, you're using like the FAMAS or the Galil, because the other ones are kind of hard to maneuver around with. But of course, you can use them if you want to. It depends on the map size. Now, honestly, for search and destroy, the thing I find are the kill streaks and the perks are probably the only thing that you really have to rely on, and your equipment. So, for example, your motion sensors or portable radars, your spy plane, counter spy plane, as well as care packages that will get you more stuff. Your perks like Ninja Pro, Marathon Pro, Ghost Pro, Hacker Pro, and then on the other game, Extreme Conditioning Pro, Dead Silence Pro, Assassin Pro. So that, and Blind Eye Pro. So anyways, that's a whole big thing that I find really helps me out. And I don't know how you guys play Search and Destroy, but the way I play it is I play it really cautiously whenever I am going for any kind of good game, you know, like if I'm really caring about my game, I play cautiously. I bring around my portable radar or motion sensor and I place it down and pick it up, and place it down, pick it up. Also, yeah, you know what? It's not good to spray, but on search and destroy, when you get into a map or not map, sorry, if you get into a spot where you have to, you know, it's better if you do. For me, I find that in search, if if you just enjoy like ninja diffusing and trapping people in corners and being mean and stuff and trolling, usually you don't really care about your KDR and stuff. So, uh, given that, if you want to win, an easy way to do it is probably just to rush, put on lightweight pro, marathon pro, or extreme conditioning and something else. I forget. Is there anything on there? No, just extreme conditioning pro would help you on the other game. Anyways, just rush up with like a submachine gun, FMG9s or something, and yeah, right there. Oh, by the way, I got across the map, which is pretty decent, right? Um, it's obviously not my first. I've gotten a lot of them, but I don't really. It's not nowadays on Black Ops. It's not a big thing anymore. But on Modern Warfare 3, I think that if you can get them in any of the maps besides Fallen and Dome, then it's pretty crazy. Like I think I've gotten a few in mission stuff. Anyways, so basically the whole outcome of my game relies on my perks, my class setup, and my knowledge of their spawn points and where they're going to go. Now on Modern Warfare 3, my accuracy is disgusting. Now, could be because I do use anything I want and I always spray with it because I follow people around shooting them sometimes, even if they're on my team, which is kind of why my accuracy went low. But so it's low for that, and also because I pre-fire wherever I think someone's going to be, usually using my whole knowledge of where they could go. For example, if there's 3 buildings on the opposite side of the map and one in the middle, and they're spawned in and there's only 4 places for them to go, chances are they're in one of the 4 buildings, or they're out in the open, and you'd see them if they were out in the open. So you'd shoot towards the 4 buildings, hopefully getting a kill or getting a hit marker. And you can always throw your flashbangs and all that kind of stuff. I use them because I sound whore. In other words, I have a headset attached to my TV, and I kind of turn it up really loud, and I can hear everything. So that's what I do. So if I throw a flash grenade or that kind of stuff and I get a hit marker, I can hear it and I can go over to where they are. Also, you should pay attention to your mini-map at all times, watching where your allies are, where they die. Even if the other person has a suppressor, if you know where your ally was, then you can also realize where they're going to go, kind of thing. Unfortunately, this game I don't get a ninja defuse. I got an across the map. I did a pretty decent game, like 14-1. Which is why I decided to just stay in it anyways. One big thing, I run a Cobra Blackbird dogs on Black Ops. It's really not a good idea for search and destroy though. So if you want to play search, run spy plane, counter spy plane, napalm strike, or care package, something like that. And for Modern Warfare 3, run spy plane, and that's it. Just have spy plane. It's probably the only thing that'll really help you out because of the point streaks. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. This was a commentary on the whole gameplay and how it affects everything depending on what you do. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.